Hey guys, it's your own boy, the one way Great Day, and back with day 850 Star Drop opening, and we have 4 Star Drops and 2 more presents to open, as well as there was an additional quest again for Paint Brawl for this one it was to get 20 takedowns actually, which, I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, these matches usually last longer, I would argue actually, because most players don't know how to actually utilize the area to make sure they can get 100% pretty quick. Either that or you have bad randoms and you're just stuck brawling with the other team until one of you finally manages to get 100% or the time just runs out. But this one actually gave an additional 2 presents, so it should have quite the opening today, and I'll get into why that is in a second. But anyway, we have a rare present here, so let's see what happens. Okay, starting with a mythic of 500 credits. Again, I guess I should also mention that I'm trying a windscreen on the end of the mic here. I do breathe quite a bit, and I like to keep the mic as close to my face as I can, so the majority of what I'm saying is actually caught on the audio. Again, I've been trying to balance the audio quite a bit, but I'm worried this audio, despite having the music slider at the same what would you even call it, the same distance the entire time. I have it set very low. I still think this music or background music for Pirece is quite loud. At least listening to a recent recording, it seemed like it was. But again, if nothing else, this should hopefully reduce some of the background noise and at least a little bit of the breathing. If I blow on the mic, you guys are definitely still going to hear it, but it helps at least a little bit. Again, if you guys think the audio is worse, you could just let me know in the comments. I won't use this anymore, but I thought it'd be at least worth a try. And this thing doesn't even fully fit on the mic anyway, but again, it's better than nothing, I suppose. So let's keep going.
Epic.
We have an epic of 100 power points. Rare 25 power points. Super rare of 100 power points. Again, I'm sure they'll come in handy eventually. Rare 25 power points. Rare 50 coins. And we have our additional 2 presents. So let's see what we have. Okay, we might have something good here. Wow, okay. 1,000 credit legendary gift drop. Man, we are so close to getting to the next fame rank here. A rare of 120 bling. We also have the daily streak, day 259 with a reward of 5 credits, and the fortune cacao agent grow proverb. So yeah, again, I believe we're about 500 credits off. We may even get it today, we'll just have to see what happens, but again, there's only like 2 days left of the Pirece event. I could get up to 3 boxes. I did end up losing another 2 matches, unfortunately. But again, it seemed I was going to have to buy some boxes anyway. But I think I got pretty lucky with an offer in the shop. But again, before we get to that, again, I can't show you the quest because it went away. But that's how I got the 2 extra presents for 20 takedowns and Paint Brawl. And I'm still holding on to this Brawl Pass exclusive mega quest to get the additional 10 presents here. But I will still, of course, be playing the Pirece event, but I'm going to buy some boxes in the shop today. And again, it's actually a really good offer, so it's one of the reasons I always think you should wait in these events, even if you don't think you're going to be able to get enough boxes. Obviously, you never know if you're going to get the Brawler early anyway, but additionally, we have Paint Brawl Touch-Up Tavern in the mode selection. That's the mode you have to play today to get the additional 2 presents. Obviously, getting 500 credits and 1,000 credits today makes me pretty happy. But what's interesting is we have the Ice Age modifier. Again, I find it funny. It says enjoy the slippery ice and piles of snow. I swear I hardly notice any slippery ice. I think it's only piles of snow, if I'm not mistaken. And the walking in the snow slows you down, so you definitely don't want to enjoy doing that. At least if you're taking the matches seriously. Again, I was playing Chester, so I had some moderate success. Again, some randoms know what they're doing, some don't, so it can be difficult. It's a lot like Brawl Ball, where you really need to maintain control and push up the map. But again, as you guys could have guessed, the matches I ended up losing were Brawl Ball, so I think I really just need to stay away from playing Brawl Ball in these new Brawler events, because that is almost always the mode that I don't know what it is that the randoms just they think it's more important to survive than it is to protect the ball. They completely miss out on the actual goal of the mode, which is literally getting goals. So yeah, I remember I had a Ziggy who was at like 600 health. He could have run over and grabbed the ball and kicked it to the side. Instead, he decided to run away because he had 600 health. Again, we would have won that game. I don't know why they prioritize trying to survive over protecting the ball. It doesn't matter. You're going to respawn. But anyway, that's the best advice I can give. I seem to get the worst randoms in Brawl Ball. Better players tend to pivot towards playing Bounty and Gem Grab is what I'm noticing. So if I get Brawl Ball, I might just DC every time. And it's not like you don't get bad players in Bounty and Gem Grab, but it at least feels like you can do more. Again, I've had some pretty terrible Gem Grab map plays before, because if it's just you, you're obviously not going to be able to maintain control anyway. But yeah, again, I'm a little salty, but yeah, again, I knew I was going to have to buy a box anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I do say that, again, I could get Pirece out of the next 3 boxes, but I think I'm just going to buy these boxes now, because you'll see it's a fairly decent offer anyway. But we have Basketball Turnover, Brawl Hockey Super Center, Brawl Ball 5v5 Stockpile Stadium, and Brawl Arena Knockout Grounds. Again, really nothing too crazy going on here. Again, just the Ice Age modifier, which again, I don't think we've seen that one in a year. They usually only bring it out around Christmas, so that's kind of fun. Or I should say the holidays, right? But yeah, so I need 5 more Pirece boxes. The offer I'm looking at actually gives you 5 Pirece boxes, so I should be unlocking them today. I'm just going to go for it. But again, I will point out we still have, what is it, like 8 hours? I almost call that exactly. 8 hours, 21 minutes left to make your prediction on who you think peed in the pool. Again, I think it's the weird Globert guy and his ugly face. But again, I do think there's still some other reasonable selections here. I don't think we can really rule out Chester. I don't know why Mandy would do it, but I don't think it's impossible for Mandy to have done it. Edgar, possibly. He likes chaos. But yeah, again, you guys are going to have to come to that determination for yourself. I do think whoever we end up voting for, if they do end up making another short, they will probably put that brawler in the position of the pool peer. So again, if you guys even care, you know. It was a pretty fun investigation event. We got some additional freebies, a free chaos drop, you know. So I didn't mind it too much. But again, this just came out, a new Brawladays offer. 5 Pirece boxes for 200 gems, which again, it isn't cheap. But I will remind you, if we scroll over here, if I get the 3 Pirece boxes to get Pirece guaranteed, I would need to buy 2 Pirece boxes anyway, which is 150 or 25% off. This one is 60% off. So for just another 50 gems, I'll get 3 more boxes, you know. So when they're usually costing at least 80 at 20% off, when they're usually 100, 50 gems for 3 more boxes is a really good deal. So again, just to take some of the stress off of myself, again, for worrying too much about doing well in the matches, I think I'm just going to buy the boxes now. And again, hopefully I can get more of the Pirece skins. I'm obviously going to get Pirece guaranteed just because I'm buying the boxes. And again, I know you're thinking why I don't just wait till the last day, but again, at this point, these boxes will be in the shop longer than the event lasts, so you definitely want to get these either today or tomorrow, because if you buy them after the event, you could still get Pirece out of the boxes, but you're not going to get them guaranteed if you're close. So you definitely don't want to wait till the last day to get these. Either today or tomorrow would be the best time to get them. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And then I was thinking I might get the 50% off gem offer to replenish the gems I'm spending on this. But again, hopefully we just get some good stuff out of this. I will still try and make a quick... I don't know if... I think I'm probably just going to shove it into one of the other videos, what I got in the other Pirece boxes. I did get some decent rewards, but again, I don't even think I got the Pirece box emote yet, so there's a few things I'd like to get here still, so we'll see what happens. Starting with the 7 box, 52 coins, 47 coins, 40 bling, 218 XP doublers, 44 coins, 55 coins, 53 coins, 66 credits, not too shabby, not the best either. Right onto the second box, another 7 box, 49 coins, 288 XP doublers, 12 power points, 30 coins, 31 coins, 164 XP doublers, 45 credits, and 111 credits. Again, glad to at least be getting a pretty decent chunk of credits out of these. Alright, another 7 box, 60 coins, 31 coins, 36 coins, 19 power points, 50 coins, 16 power points, 21 power points, and 500 bling, okay. Seems like they always save the best reward for last. 3rd box, 64 coins, 7 rewards, 65 coins, or 32 coins, 48 coins, 44 coins, 62 bling. We got a Pirece hat spray and the Pirece water gun spray. I think I might have all the sprays now. Again, you'll see that once I show you guys all the other rewards I got from the Pirece boxes. We have 7 box, 42 bling, 54 coins, 139 XP doublers, 259 XP doublers, 22 power points, 214 XP doublers, 20 credits, and 92 credits. Okay, still not too shabby. I was still trying to spam open the other boxes, but yeah, we got new brawler Pirece, marksman. So I press select. I don't know if it'll do anything. Alright, yeah, so we have Pirece now. I still have 3 more boxes to get. Hopefully I can get them by not losing any more matches, but yeah, again, I'll probably get this Brawl Days gem offer. I was thinking, I guess the best one here, at least in my opinion. But now we actually have the offer to buy the other skins. Again, I do have one of them. I will say, you guys can probably tell which one it is based on the fact that it's not present, but yeah, I have one of the Vampire Hunter Pirece skins. So we have the Mecha skins, we have the Holiday skins. Just have Toon Spike at a discount for the rest of the day, another resource offer, daily freebie of 5 credits, as well as 10 power points. Yeah, again, I don't think anything else too crazy is going on, so as of today I have 1,282 XP doublers and 192,310 power points. And yeah, again, I just don't think there's really anything else too crazy going on. But yeah, here's the skin I do have. Again, I feel like this is the best color variant though, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I think I prefer the original over the high stakes, and edgy feels too washed out for me in terms of color, at least. So yeah, I'm pretty happy getting this one. For free, that is. Yeah, I don't feel necessarily too bad about spending the gems. Again, the big thing for me isn't really about getting the brawler, it's about saving the credits that I'd have to spend on getting the brawler. Especially since I'm so close to getting Alien Fame 2 now. Again, I'll essentially be guaranteed by the time the season ends, but again, depending on these boxes, I might get it sooner. But other than that, again, I'm recording a little bit later today. A lot of shoveling with snow coming down. So, other than that, I did get some videos out yesterday, not as much as the day before, but again, taking a quick look, it looks like I'm about where I was before, where there's about 200 videos or so for me to upload to hopefully catch up. I'd be very happy if I could finally be caught up by New Year's, but we'll just have to see. Again, it is still a lot of videos, but if it's roughly 5 days and I can upload like 40 videos a day, which again, I am able to upload a lot faster now, I'll say too, with both the what would you call it, the new systems, the compartmentalization of the YouTube studio, the new features. a lot. Usually I'd have to do it by hands and go between two different tabs to copy and paste things I would use between videos, like description and stuff. I can just do that within the click of a button now. It's very quick, or I guess it's 2 clicks, but it's a lot faster. There's only like one thing I need to change besides the title of every video, because obviously the title's going to be different, but a lot of the stuff I reuse because it's not like everything's changing every video anyway, unless it's between 2 different games. Like, I'll move over to a quick Squad Busters video. I really gotta catch up on those uploads because that game's not going to last much longer, unfortunately. But again, I am quite inspired to at least catch up on those videos again. I hope you guys haven't been waiting in anticipation too long. I'm doing my best here. I know it's been months, but I'm really trying. So again, I hope you guys had some better luck with the Pirece boxes than I did. I hate having to spend the gems on them, but sometimes you really do. You have a matchup that looks like it's gonna be good, and they just play so badly. Again, all I can say is don't play Brawl Ball. I don't know what it is, but I always get my worst matches in Brawl Ball. I've had Mortises play better in Bounty. Honestly, twice. I don't even know how they do it, but I've had really good Mortis players just carry me completely when I'm playing like Squeak on that one Bounty map that seems to show up a lot. That's the more closed off one. I'm not the biggest fan of that map, but I at least feel a little bit better playing it now. And there's, of course, the issue of you can't see what brawlers the opponents are picking. This isn't like ranked or anything, so this challenge is always particularly annoying, I will say, because if they just pick brawlers that counter yours too, and you're playing on an even skill field, you're just going to get wrecked anyway, and you had no idea. So you always got to try to think ahead about what the most common brawler picks are and try to pick those counters. And you'll see that while you play. Again, you could get 6 losses this event and still get Pirece. I didn't think it was an exact amount of tickets that if it wasn't for these 3 boxes, you would apparently need to win every single match to get Pirece. I don't know how. I must have calculated wrong or something, or took more losses. But, like, there's no way that's accurate, is it? I don't know. You guys have to let me know. But yeah, again, I don't want to drag on this video too long, so again, let me know if you guys got Pirece or any of the skins out of the boxes. I will at least try to make in addition to one of the other videos showing off the pictures I took of the other boxes I opened. And again, hopefully I can get these next 3. But yeah, other than that, let me know what you think of Ice Age being back. And if you got anything good from your Paint Brawl presents. Again, I was pretty happy with mine. But other than that, let's see how far I can take this, guys.